50 days into his second term, President Donald Trump's approval rating is taking a hit, despite delivering a speech to Congress that was widely praised. According to the latest Trump tracking poll from DailyMail.com in collaboration with JL Partners, 49% of voters currently approve of his performance. That's a 5-point drop from last week's 54%, which had marked his highest level of popularity yet. And here's where things get even more interesting. The sharpest decline is among young voters. For Americans aged 18 to 29, Trump's approval has nosedived by a staggering 18 points. Young men's support has dropped 19%, while young women's approval has slipped 17%. This survey, conducted from March 5th to 7th, polled 1,019 registered voters and carries a 3.4% margin of error, but the trend is clear. The numbers are shifting, and fast. The economy, a ticking time bomb for Trump? James Johnson, co-founder of JL Partners, told DailyMail.com that Trump's dip into negative territory has a lot to do with economic anxiety. Tariffs and economic concerns are taking a toll. 7 in 10 voters now feel the economy is worsening, Johnson explained. And the data backs it up. 47% of voters say the economy is in decline, a 9-point increase from when Trump first took office. But here's the twist. While voters are skeptical, they're still giving Trump a grace period. A whopping 72% say they'll reserve judgment until next year before holding him accountable for economic conditions. Of those, 38% expect to see improvements in just 6 months. This is still a solid approval rating for Trump, historically speaking, Johnson noted. But the economy is a critical weak spot, and many voters feel his stance on tariffs is making things worse. A divisive 50 days, but support still holds. Despite the setbacks, a majority of voters, 52%, approve of Trump's first 50 days when undecided voters are excluded. When asked to describe his presidency so far, voters used words like energetic, strong, and focused, but also uncaring, divisive, and bad for the U.S. on the world stage. Supporters praised Trump for securing the border, banning men from competing in girls' sports, and cracking down on illegal immigration. And when it comes to immigration, he's winning the narrative. 40% of voters believe conditions at the southern border have improved, a sharp 24-point increase from when he first took office. But not everyone is convinced. Tariffs, Trump's biggest gamble and his biggest risk. Critics point to his clashes with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, his decision to fire federal employees, and economic worries fueled by his aggressive tariff policies as reasons for their disapproval. In fact, tariffs top the list of what voters are calling Trump's biggest misstep. Since his first term, voter support for tariffs has steadily declined, and the numbers tell the story. Support for increased tariffs on China has plummeted from 28% to 13%, a 16-point drop. Support for tariffs on Mexico and Canada has dipped 3 points since his inauguration. Sensing industry concerns, Trump has paused his automobile tariffs for 30 days, a move that signals he may be feeling the pressure. But if you think he's backing down, think again. Speaking aboard Air Force One on Sunday, the president was defiant. All I know is this: we're going to take in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs, and we're going to become so rich you won't even know where to spend all that money. His confidence remains unshaken. But with approval slipping and economic concerns rising, the real question is, will the voters stay patient, or is Trump's honeymoon period about to end?